Hi. This video is going to be the second installment of trying vegan food at restaurants. I did one video like this before where we went to fast food places, and this one is going to be more like fast casual chain restaurants. Casual dining, family style, mid-scale, national chains. And we're going to Cheesecake Factory to pick up our food. And we just picked up our order, and we got 3 things. And also bread, because you always get bread at the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know if this is vegan bread, though. I assume it is. Because we actually did... I was asking for one of the items without butter and without cheese, and she asked, do you have a dairy allergy? So I just said yes, because that seemed like it would be helpful, so I assumed they would not give us bread that has, like, milk in it or anything. We got 1 pasta, 1 salad, and 1 burger. Even this burger, this like looks like an airplane meal. Like, it has, like...
Well, they do us ketchup.
The fries in their separate container, the burger like that. The toppings are separated, which is interesting, and then ketchup for the burger and fries, I guess, which is pretty cool. This almost is so big and bulky, I'm like a little intimidated. Oh, they gave us the wrong fries.
Sweet potato fries?
They gave us sweet potato fries instead of regular fries.
Oh, that's
which
okay.
I'm fine with that. I know sweet potato fries cost more than regular fries.
Yeah.
Every time I eat the Impossible Burger, I feel like I'm in a panic that I'm eating meat because it tastes so meat-like. But you can really tell that it has to be the Impossible Burger because the slice of cheese is like a little bit, it looks like a piece of vegan cheese. But I appreciate that Cheesecake Factory went out of their way to make a Impossible Burger that has like vegan toppings on it. Like they have a good sauce and vegan cheese, and usually most places have
the sauce is vegan?
Yeah.
It said?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've obviously had the Impossible Burger from like a variety of different places. This is a pretty nice one because the bun is nice and the toppings are nice, and it's a pretty big burger, I would say. I prefer regular fries to sweet potato fries, but they're still good. There's some element of when you get food takeout compared to getting it in the restaurant, they're a little bit soggy, so they're not like the best texture fries I've ever had, but they're fine. We also got this pasta called Evelyn's pasta, and I looked online and it said to order it with no cheese and no butter. And I called on the phone and she said, oh, they use an oil, not a butter, but I think there might be butter in the lemon sauce. Do you want me to take out the lemon sauce? Because there's butter in it. So I said yes. And from the picture, it looked like there was a pesto sauce. And if that was what she meant by lemon sauce, there is not that on here. I wouldn't say it looks totally sauceless, though, because it looks a little bit reddish. And I don't
there's sauce on it.
Yeah, it's just not...
It also comes with Romano, not Parmesan, right?
She said it was Parmesan Romano.
Oh.
But it's pretty much like spaghetti with vegetables. It's fine. It's not like very special. It's a little bit plain, but I feel like from the last video and the other places we're going to be going for this video, that's kind of a theme. The vegan options are just a little bit plain.
Basic.
Yeah, basic. But I'm glad that they at least have a vegan pasta, since a lot of places can't even deliver that.
Well, it's a pasta that can be vegan, not necessarily vegan pasta.
Yeah, you have to ask for modifications on this one. The salad that we got from here and the burger are completely vegan with no substitutions or modifications or anything like that. The last thing we got is the vegan Cobb salad. The word vegan is actually in the name, which is nice, easily identifiable. And whether or not I enjoy this salad, I have to say, most restaurants, the salad option consists of, can I have the house salad with no cheese, no bacon, and no dressing? So, at least this is better than restaurants that have that, because a salad should be something that's very easy to make vegan. Although, I feel like I usually don't like salad because there's not enough, like, going on. There's not enough different elements and flavors, and hopefully this one does look like it has a fair amount of different vegetables. It has tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, the greens, avocado, asparagus,
Beets.
beets. I don't love raw beets. I don't know if these are cooked or not. Oh, I think there's quinoa in this too. I don't know. I feel like this could just be so greatly improved with some sort of different dressing. Like anything but plain oily vinaigrette, because that's just so bland. It could, like, if I like went home and made my own like tahini Caesar dressing and put it on this, it would like be so much better. It's just kind of like, eh. I don't know. The Cheesecake Factory, I like that they had 3 things that we got. That's more than most places have on their menu, but I just feel like the salad was kind of blah, and the pasta was also kind of blah. So I think the burger was good if you're at Cheesecake Factory.
It's not like a destination that you should go to if you're vegan. But if you get pulled along into it by some corporate dinner meeting you have to go to, then I guess you're not completely screwed.
Yeah. It's day 2 of trying vegan meals and ordering from chain restaurants. Today we're going to Olive Garden and next Red Robin. There are 3 vegan items on Olive Garden. Well, technically you can build your own pasta at Olive Garden and just get any kind of noodles with plain marinara sauce. But we didn't get that pasta because I know what spaghetti noodles with marinara sauce tastes like. I know what these things taste like too, but these are more exciting. The breadsticks are vegan, and the minestrone soup is vegan, and also the salad, if you get no croutons and like no dressing, just like olive oil dressing, which is kind of like the exact description of an unpleasant vegan salad, like a bunch of iceberg lettuce in a bowl. So we didn't get salad, we just got breadsticks and soup. I haven't had these in a super long time.
Yeah, these breadsticks are the best.
They're so good. They're so salty. And it tastes so buttery, but it's not butter, obviously, because they're vegan. It's oil.
It's like if popcorn were good.
It's like the flavor of popcorn.
Yeah, like salt and
bread.
butter. Except a good texture.
It's pretty good. It has noodles, beans, tomatoes, 2 different types of beans. I think this is zucchini, spinach, onion. There's like a lot of good flavors in it. Italian seasoning is like the main flavor, obviously, because that's the type of soup.
Is it a hearty soup?
Yeah, I think so.
It's reminiscent of chili.
It is kind of like chili, because it has the 2 different types of beans. I'm like pleasantly surprised, because I don't know, I thought that I wasn't like super excited.
Yeah, I guess the downside of Olive Garden is they don't really have a vegan entree, but they've got some pretty good vegan sides.
Like, if you wanted to get a vegan entree, you'd probably just have to get, like, plain pasta with marinara sauce. But I would honestly just rather order soup and eat a ton of breadsticks than get that. I think both of these items are, like, pretty good.
Yeah. And it's actually pretty good value because, as compared to lots of other restaurants, for 12 breadsticks, it's, like, less than $6.
I enjoyed this, and now we're gonna go to Red Robin. So, Red Robin has two different types of vegan burgers. The Impossible Burger and also a veggie burger. We got both. You have to make... Well, okay. They have one thing on the menu that is just straight vegan, no modifications. And it's a burger that comes in a lettuce wrap, which is very sad, and we like burgers with buns. So, we ordered the Impossible Cheeseburger without cheese and without pickles. For some reason, their pickles have something in them that's not vegan, and also without mayo. And then we also have the veggie burger, but let's try the Impossible Burger first. They really cooked this burger, like, very thoroughly.
Probably just because I'm used to cooking meat burgers.
What's that stuff? I think there's, like, salsa
Yeah.
on this, which is
Wait, no.
interesting.
I thought there was salsa on the other one. I thought there was guacamole and salsa on that.
There's definitely something on this. Oh, maybe it's that, like, special type
Island
of
hot sauce?
relish?
Oh, yeah, it's the relish. Yeah, which is weird. Pickles aren't vegan, but they have relish that is.
The relish is, like, quite prominent. I like it. I don't know if you will, because you have a pickle issue and it kind of tastes pickly. The burger's good. I kind of think I prefer this bun, too, because we had just had the Impossible Burger yesterday at Cheesecake Factory. And I felt like that bun was very, like, you squished into it, and it squished in really deep and hard. And it didn't, like...
You like resistant buns?
Come back up. And I feel like this bun is fluffier.
Okay. I think the relish is nice. You said it's hot?
No, I just meant, like, I immediately noticed the flavor of it. Like, it was prominent.
It's kind of sweet.
Well, this burger is, like... Both of the burgers are, like, a tiny bit burnt. Not to the extent that I would mind, but hopefully that ends up being a good thing, because sometimes veggie burgers are just, like, so mush, and maybe cooking it a lot helps. I actually do like it. I feel like it is well seasoned. Too many restaurants put a veggie burger on their menu and just put zero effort into it. I can tell someone put effort into, like, putting spices and seasonings in the burger to make it taste good, which is nice. And it's not, like, overly mushy. The flavor is good. Like, you can taste the vegetables in it. Or you can, like, see the little tiny veggie pieces.
Yeah, it's got, like
carrots.
rice.
Yeah.
Maybe sweet potato or something. I think Red Robin has a pretty substantial pick.
I think both of these options were good choices.
I mean, they're full on, like, burgers. So it's like a full meal.
It's like you get your burger and fry. Like, if someone was like, hey, we're going out to Red Robin, I'd be like, okay.
And even though you have to take off some stuff, it's not like you don't have to take off so much that it becomes a plain thing.
Right. There's still, like, a fair amount of toppings on these burgers.
You still got the avocado, the salsa, the lettuce on that one. And the other one you still have...
And the onion.
The onion. The other one you still have the relish, onions, tomatoes, salsa.
I don't know if any of this food is really that conducive to eating on the go.
Nope.
Especially not lettuce wraps, which are probably, like...
Impossible.
Very difficult.
Yeah, this has been messy. What?
Is it tofu? It must be.
I think you just what?
That's tofu. I didn't know what I just ate. I think it was a pearl onion. I'm pretty sure they have chicken lettuce wraps, and then they have vegetarian lettuce wraps, which are accidentally vegan, which is what we got. The texture is very crunchy, and it's not just the lettuce, but the texture of the filling. Lots of crunch in there too. And they have these things. I can't think of what these are called right now. These are really crunchy. What do you think about the lettuce wraps?
Hard to eat, but the flavor's good. Savory.
I mean, I assume the primary flavor and seasoning is soy sauce, which is fine. Soy sauce is good. And that's about what I would expect from P.F. Chang's. P.F. Chang's has, I think, 1 or 2 other vegan appetizers. One of them is just like green beans in like Szechuan chili oil, and then I think like a steamed spinach dish that has some sort of chili on it. Those sounded pretty plain to me. I wouldn't order those anyway, so I figured the lettuce wraps would be the most interesting. I'm not like super pumped about this Buddha's Feast. It had on the website 2 different options, stir-fried or steamed.
What'd you choose?
Stir-fried, of course.
Oh, okay.
But this kind of just looks like steamed.
Yeah, it's mostly like green beans.
Broccoli.
Or not green beans, I mean, yeah,
These are green beans.
And
Carrot, tofu.
Snap peas or whatever. And they give you a lot of sauce, though.
Peas.
It's a stir-fry sauce.
There's like 1 or 2 mushrooms in here. Hopefully the sauce is good. I mean, this is pretty much all depending on the sauce being good. And the tofu looks a little bit floppy.
A little bit sad.
The carrot was a little hard, so I was like, has this not been cooked enough for the vegetables to be soft? But the broccoli was soft. I think it's okay, but if I wanted to like improve it, I feel like the sauce, you can kind of see it at the bottom, it's totally liquid. I feel like
it's thicker sauce.
Yeah, they either need to like have it cooking for longer so the sauce thickens, or just add some sort of thickener so it's able to like stick to the vegetables more and get them like really coated in the sauce.
Well, I think that's what the rice is for. They give you a shit ton of sauce, so you can put that in the rice, mix everything together, and then you got the flavor seeped into the rice.
I just think thicker sauce would help. It's not bad. I don't know if I'm being like overly critical, but I feel like I could make a stir fry twice as good as this at home on my own. And it needs more tofu, 1000%. This is like 80-20 vegetables tofu, and it needs to be 50-50.
This is the Mapo tofu, which I thought looked better than what you got, and I agree with myself. Although I don't know who likes tofu pieces this large. Kind of hard to eat, but...
And it comes with steamed broccoli. That broccoli is definitely just steamed.
Yeah, you would expect that an Asian restaurant knows how to make tofu properly. But it's pretty soggy tofu. I don't know. It looks good. But it doesn't have the best tofu texture. Definitely had better from like not chain Asian places. The flavor I don't think is anything special.
I don't really know like what to like. I don't expect P.F. Chang's to be like cooking up amazing Asian cuisine. I've only been to P.F. Chang's 1 other time in my life, I think, and it's like
fake Asian.
Yeah, very fake. The tofu like melts in your mouth. It's so soft.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that firm and crispy, unfortunately, but it's really soft.
I mean, I'd definitely be happy going to P.F. Chang's.
You can even see on the inside. It looks like this is like... Oh, yeah, it even said it's silken tofu.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No wonder. I was like, oh my god, this tofu is way too soft and smooth, but I'm used to eating extra firm tofu all the time, and this is super soft silken tofu. I think I like the lettuce wraps the best, honestly.
Yeah, I think the flavor of the lettuce wraps was the most engaging.
These two are, like, similar in a way. The Mapo tofu is better than the Buddha's Feast. I only really got the Buddha's Feast because it was the only other entree option.
You could have gotten the eggplant.
That's just eggplant, though. It's literally just eggplant.
Well, I think there's probably other stuff in it, etc.
It didn't look like it on the picture. I still feel like the flavor of the sauce is better infused into those pieces of tofu compared to the Buddhas, where it's just kind of like broth sitting at the bottom and it's not really like in the vegetables like I'd want it to be. Okay, we went to Mod Pizza and we each got a different pizza, but they have dairy-free cheese. I don't know if, is it Daya? Is that what they use?
I don't know.
I can't remember if they use Daya or if it's something else. They went a little light on the broccoli on my pizza, but that's okay. You just get the regular pizza, the base, with red sauce, and then they have dairy-free cheese. Sadly, they do not have any sort of meatless meats, but you can choose whatever veggies you want on it. I got broccoli and olives and spinach and basil, because that's what I like.
And the nice thing about Mod Pizza, in case you've never been there, is that you can get as many of the toppings as you want, and it's all one price. So it's like $9 for an 11-inch pizza, and you could add every single topping on the menu if you wanted to.
The crust is really thin.
Yeah, they do have a thicker crust. It's like $2 more.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have tried it before, and I think it's good. But we went for the regular crust. And also the nice thing about Mod Pizza is that they've got like a bunch of vegetable options. Even though they don't have any meatless meats, they've got like corn and like broccoli and artichokes and lots of peppers and things you wouldn't normally find at a pizza place.
I like the cheese. I just wanted to show like a chain pizza place that most pizza places are like delivery only pretty much, but this is a place that you could actually like go out for pizza to. I feel like the difference between a cheeseless pizza and a pizza with vegan cheese is there is a significant difference. I like Mod Pizza as an option because they're a pizza place with dairy-free cheese, and also I just think it's like pretty cheap compared to like a lot of other sit-down chain restaurants that you could go to. Get a pizza for $10 of like this own size, like I guess I would call this a personal pizza. And I think the value is pretty good. And I appreciate that they don't charge extra for dairy-free cheese like some other places do. I just picked up our order from Panera. I guess maybe I'll start with the sandwich. I think they only have one sandwich option, and it's the Mediterranean veggie. And if you ask for it without cheese, I think it's feta cheese that comes on it, then it is vegan friendly. It's like cucumber, tomato, lettuce. You know what? It's better than I thought. I felt like I had this sandwich a while back from Panera, and I remember not liking it that much, so I wasn't really excited to have it. But it's better than I remember. The hummus is a crucial element.
Country?
Yeah. I feel like being able to have a sandwich at most places is pretty rare. They might have like a burger, but sandwiches are kind of hard to come by, I feel, at chain restaurants. But like a hummus veggie sandwich is a pretty safe option. And the bread is good as well. The bread like tastes kind of tomato-y.
Yeah.
There's little flecks of tomato in it. It's the 10 vegetable soup. Looks like there's quinoa in it. Tomato, corn, pea maybe? Looks pretty hot. I think the soup from Olive Garden is better. It's not bad. It's like a pretty thin, brothy soup. I think maybe they could put like some white beans in it. That would be nice.
It has a nice flavor though.
Yeah. It has like a little bit of that chicken noodle soup or minestrone type of soup vibe. All the vegetables are like, the pieces are very small, which is fine. And yeah, you can dip some bread in it. And the last item, usually whenever I've gone to Panera, I get like a half soup and a half sandwich. They also, you can get like a half salad and a half sandwich, a half salad, a half soup. I think they have like 4 different salad options where you just have to ask for it without chicken and without cheese on some of them. Like they have like an Asian chicken salad. They have, I think, like a Fuji apple salad that kind of looked good. And you have to ask for that without chicken. But I wanted to try the soup more because I've never had that soup. And I also have never had any of their bowls. They have a Baja bowl, and they also have a Mediterranean bowl, and if you ask for them without cheese, they are vegan. Looks like rice, black beans, corn, giant pieces of avocado. How do you eat that? And like a green salsa, cherry tomatoes. I feel like this kind of looks like something I might make at home. I don't know if it's restaurant worthy. Kind of gives me Chipotle vibes.
That's what I was thinking. Looks like Chipotle, but it doesn't have the sofritas.
Definite Chipotle vibes. It's good. It tastes like a little bit healthier than Chipotle, maybe. The beans and the rice are seasoned well. Like there's some good spices and seasonings in there. And the green salsa is good too. I wasn't like particularly excited for Panera, but I really liked each of the 3 things. The soup was good. The sandwich was definitely better than I thought. This bowl is good. Yeah, I kind of don't usually think of Panera as a place to go. Also, they have bagels, some bagel options that are vegan, but I don't really like think of that as a meal. I wanted to get like lunch and dinner type of stuff. I'm pleased with Panera options. This bag is unnecessarily large.
It's just straight up unnecessary.
True. Because we only got one thing from Denny's. And that's a Beyond Burger.
You got it with caramelized onions, with jalapenos.
It just said grilled onions.
Oh, well, sounds good.
But yeah, Denny's has the Beyond Burger. I don't know if they have it at every location. I think their menu like changes based on location. And there's one other thing on their menu that I saw recommended to get, and it's like a fit veggie skillet, and it is basically like
I thought we were gonna get
roasted potatoes, broccoli, and eggs, and one other, and like onions and peppers, I think. And you ask for it without eggs. But when I went to order, I saw it on the menu, but when I selected my location, the Denny's nearest us didn't have that. So we just got the burger.
We keep on getting fries and forgetting to ask for ketchup.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a good fry. It's nice and
thick.
salty. This is a Beyond Burger. It looks so thick. So chunk.
It's not caramelized onions, that's for sure. But
Oh my god, there's so much jalapeno on it.
oh, there are caramelized onions.
Yeah,
well.
there are.
I see.
This actually looks like... Obviously, Denny's doesn't have the greatest reputation for quality food, I would say. They're known for kind of like cheapy food.
They're known for where drug deals go down.
Yeah. Mmm. This seems like a quality burger, honestly. Like the vegetables on it look good. And you can pretty much get it with all of the toppings except for mayo, cheese, and they had one type of sauce option that was like American sauce. I don't know what that is, but I just know it's not vegan. So I got barbecue sauce on it. I'm pretty surprised. This is like a good burger. The bun is like super soft, and the patty is like very thick and juicy. Juicy. All of like the regular burger toppings are expectedly good, but yeah, I kind of thought like Denny's was gonna suck, and like I know I like the Beyond Burger, but I thought it was gonna be a bad version of a Beyond Burger. But it's a good version of a Beyond Burger.
Yeah, the caramelized onions, barbecue sauce, good combo. Yeah, I think I like this burger more than the other ones we got.
Yeah, I thought Denny's, I had such low expectations. But this is a high quality burger. They only have one thing on their menu, at least one thing at the place we went, so that could be improved. And definitely check and see, I don't know how many locations they have the Beyond Burger at. But if yours does have the Beyond Burger, then I definitely think it would be worth it if you have a Denny's in the area to get a burger from them. Pokeworks has poke bowls, and they have tofu, so you can get a bowl with tofu, and then you have your choice of, typically it's rice, but you can get a mixture of rice or greens, or a mixture of rice and greens, or you can just get greens, and it's with the sweet shoyu sauce, edamame, kale, avocado, cucumber. I've never been to Pokeworks before. This is my first time. I'm a little worried because this just looks like it's just raw, uncooked tofu, which I guess, like, the point of poke is like, is it raw fish? I don't know. I think it might be.
I've never had it, so I don't know.
I think it is raw fish. It's kind of like a sushi bowl is what poke is. I think it is raw, so I guess maybe it would make sense for the tofu to be raw, but still, I'm not, like, pumped about raw tofu. The sauce, the sweet shoyu sauce, kind of just tastes like soy sauce. And soy sauce is good, and I want it on my Asian flavored dishes, but it would have been nice for, like, a more interesting sauce, I guess, but I know the sweet shoyu sauce is vegan. I don't think many of their other sauces are vegan, unfortunately. It's not bad, it's just kind of fine. Like, I would eat this whole bowl, but I don't think I would pick this place to go. It's just kind of middle of the road. Not good, not bad. So the place ranking at the bottom of the list is Pokeworks. Pokeworks only has one item. A lot of the other places we went to had more than one item, and the poke bowl is fine, but it's just not as good as in the next position. We couldn't decide. There's a tie between P.F. Chang's and Cheesecake Factory. Both places we got 3 things. At P.F. Chang's we had those lettuce wraps, which we really liked.
Oh yeah, those are good.
We really liked those. But then the Buddhist Feast and then the tofu that you got were kind of, we weren't, like, sure about those.
Yeah.
And then for
They didn't do their tofu well.
Right. And then for Cheesecake Factory, we got the burger, which we liked and was really good. But then the other 2 things we got were not that great.
Yeah.
So those 2 places are kind of in a similar boat. They both had multiple options. One of the options we liked, the other options we would not go back to get again. So those places are tied in our minds. And then one step above that is Olive Garden. Even though we didn't even get an entree from Olive Garden, they do have, you can just get like spaghetti noodles with plain marinara sauce on them if you want an entree. Mm. But the soup from Olive Garden and the breadsticks we really enjoyed eating.
Yeah.
Like, I would think about going back to Olive Garden just to get breadsticks and soup.
Well,
I might do
the
it.
breadsticks are really cheap too, so.
Whereas I don't know if I would go to P.F. Chang's again unless I was like in a position where someone else wanted to.
Yeah.
So then moving up again is Denny's, the one other place that only had we only got one option, which was the burger. But would I rather go to Denny's that has one option or go to Pokeworks that has one option? Denny's is way, obviously, the better choice because that burger from Denny's was super good.
Yeah, and it was better than the burger from Cheesecake Factory.
Right. So Denny's actually did pretty well. But then in third place, we had Panera, where we got 3 different things, and we liked all of the things.
And they were cheap.
And they were pretty cheap, too. We had the sandwich, the soup, and the bowl. All 3 things we enjoyed. But pizza is just more enjoyable of an experience. So Mod Pizza is a little bit better than Panera, I would think. I still would go back to Panera, but overall, I would find myself wanting to get pizza more frequently, and the pizza at Mod was really good. And then, which leaves in the number 1 spot, Red Robin, surprisingly, the 2 different burgers that we got. We really liked both of the burgers. They were good entree options. They were tasty. They were filling. It just ended up being a good choice.
Yeah, burgers are good, and unlike Denny's and Cheesecake Factory, they had multiple burgers you could get.
Right. So that's the final ranking for vegan chain restaurants. Thanks for watching this video.